Today I will be discussing section 3.3H, three strategies. I will discuss what three strategies is. I will show you how to do a few problems. We will work in groups, do some sample problems, and we will put a few problems on the board, and lastly we will take a short quiz. As with most math problems, there are several strategies that will lead to a solution. For example, draw a diagram, use smaller numbers, or use dimensional analysis. Drawing a diagram is the most common problem-solving strategy. Very often, a problem solver needs to draw a diagram just to understand the problem, understand the meaning of the problem. The diagram represents the problem in a way we can see it, understand it, and think about while we look for the next step. So, the first one that we're going to talk about is make a diagram. So I'll give you the problem. Chris does 25 sit-ups on Monday, 30 on Tuesday, 35 on Wednesday, and 40 on Thursday. If the pattern continues, how many sit-ups will Chris do on Sunday? So we're going to make a diagram. These represent the days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And now we will put in our information that was given to us in the problem. So this is the information that we've gotten so far. On Monday, he does 25 sit-ups. Tuesday is 30. Wednesday is 35, and Thursday is 40. So we have to look for a pattern to find the solution. So if we pay close attention, we will realize that the numbers are increasing by 5 as the days move on. So therefore, if you add 5 to 40, that will be 45. And then add 5 to 45, that would be 50. And 5 more, which would be 55. So our solution to the answer is 55. Chris will do 55 sit-ups on Sunday. Our next strategy is going to be using smaller numbers. So I will give the problem. Ms. Foster needs to order 400 pencils. A large box of pencils has 250 pencils. A small box of pencils has 125 pencils. Will one large box and one small box be enough? And explain why, or why not. So we're going to use our information that we have in the problem, and we're going to use smaller numbers. So I'm going to use the numbers that were given in the problem, and then we will use smaller numbers. So the first one, our total is 400 pencils. And if a large box has 250 and a small box has 125, will one large box and one small box be enough? So we have to use our information and add this up. This is what we come up with, 375, but our total was 400 pencils. So the answer to this is no. One large box and one small box will not be enough. However, if we use smaller numbers, we may be able to come up with a solution a little bit faster and easier. So we will use, for example, 200 pencils instead of 400. So we have 200, and we can say a large box has 100, and a small box has 50, and our goal is to reach 200. So if we add those two together, again, our solution is no, because we do not have enough. Because we didn't have enough to reach 200. And last but not least, we're going to discuss dimensional analysis. Using dimensional analysis, you can cancel the larger units to concentrate on the aspect of the problem you want to solve. In this problem, we have 50 bays. However, we don't want to know the amount in terms of bays. We want to know it in terms of smaller unit or boxes. So therefore, we can multiply 50 bays by 4 pallets per bay. Using dimensional analysis, it looks like so. So it'll take 50 bays multiplied by 4 pallets. Which equals 200 pallets. Because we don't want the answer in terms of pallets, we continue to change units. So, for example, we would go ahead and do 200 pallets times 24 cartons, which equals 4,800 cartons. Translating to an even smaller unit, we find that 4,800 cartons times 12 boxes equal 57,600 boxes. The value of the merchandise is $57,600 boxes times 4, which equals 230,400. A student more confident with using dimensional analysis can do the entire problem in one step. For example, 50 times 4 times 23 times 12 times 4 equals 230,400. That's the solution that we just figured here, right here. But if you wanted to make it easier, instead of doing all these steps, you can just do this step right here to come up with the solution. This concludes 3.3H, 3 strategies. In conclusion, you can use various strategies in real life, multiplication situations by drawing a diagram, using smaller numbers, and dimensional analysis. Thank you.